Okay, hi everybody. I'm Jane Mosbacher Morris. I'm the founder and CEO of To The Market. And To The Market is powering the ethical and sustainable supply chain. As Mel mentioned, I started my career working in counterterrorism at the US Department of State. And I was working all over the world, and I came away with the conclusion that a really effective way to drive change is to leverage market forces. But I decided to start studying emerging economies to really understand what were the primary employers of people in emerging economies. And what did I find? Retail manufacturing. It's a multi-trillion-dollar industry on an annual basis, but gosh, it is so broken. 4 primary places of brokenness. 1, it is analog. I see Fortune 50 companies that cut purchase orders over email. It is opaque. Oftentimes, huge clients can't answer basic questions like, who's making my product? How is it being made? Third, it is one of the most environmentally destructive industries in the world. It actually emits more carbon than international aviation and maritime combined. And finally, it's exploitative. This is an industry that still has rampant modern-day slavery. So I took a step back and I asked myself, hey, there are a lot of broken industries. Does anybody care to change this industry? And I was so encouraged to see that, yes, absolutely they do. In fact, there is a trifecta of pressure on this industry to change. We have consumer pressure. We have investor pressure. LPs saying, I'm not going to invest in your fund. I'm not going to invest in your business unless I see meaningful improvements on people and planet. And then regulatory pressure. Whether you love regulation, whether you hate regulation, it's a reality, and it's grown dramatically in this industry over the last even 12 months. In fact, in January and February alone of 2023, $500 million worth of goods was held at US Customs because of concerns around forced labor. There is a better way. And so I founded To The Market. To The Market is a software platform that enables responsible vendor compliance and management, digitized procurement, and automated impact reporting. Now, our platform has 5 key features, and these features get utilized in different ways. We have both transaction-based revenue as well as SaaS-based revenue, and I'll talk about what each of those does. So let's start with the first revenue stream. We call this enterprise goods. This means clients like Walgreens, TJ Maxx, TD Bank, because we do both direct procurement, so brands and retailers, as well as indirect procurement, meaning hoteliers or corporations who need uniforms, will come to us and source through our vetted and monitored suppliers to bring into the United States the product that they need. And this is done on a cost of goods plus basis. We're also launching a SaaS feature. Why are we doing this? Because what we realized is that even though Walgreens was transacting through us, sometimes millions of dollars worth of order value, they also had direct-to-factory relationships, and they wanted to understand the risk profile of their direct-to-factory relationships. So now they'll be able to onboard their direct-to-factory relationships onto our platform for their suppliers to be vetted and monitored. And then finally, a marketplace. This is a B2B marketplace, but what it will enable us to do is reach that SMB customer. We've been so focused on that Fortune 1000 size business, but we also know that small and medium-sized businesses are really interested in what we're doing, and the marketplace will allow for a more automated transaction experience. Now, we've had some really exciting partners as we've been building this business, and what's important to look at is that we're working again with both B2B companies as well as B2B2C companies, and most of them are very price sensitive. This has resulted in a $5 million trailing run rate for our business, an attractive LTV to CAC, as well as over $1 billion worth of production capacity on our platform. We've also brought together some really extraordinary people who are committed to reimagining this industry across supply chain, across retail, and across technology. And that also includes some really exciting investors who believe that we are building a winning solution. We signed a equity term sheet in April with an institutional lead for our next round of capital. I'm really excited about this next chapter of growth. And as I think of this industry of retail manufacturing, oftentimes we think, well, that doesn't affect me. It affects all of us. It's how we have clothes on. It's how we had sheets on our bed last night when we slept. It's how there are tablecloths at the tables we're sitting at. It affects all of us, and yet it is so broken. And we all have an opportunity to participate in redeeming it. Thank you.